Okay, Kara.
Yeah.
So, author of Building Community. You are a community builder, would you say?
I am.
Okay.
That's my heart, yeah.
As a community builder, what are your top ideas around community building? Can you kind of give us a bit of a list, a checklist to go through?
I mean, there's so many. People often have heard me talk about same time, same place. So same time, same place is the basic premise around the difference between going to Aquasize and Open Swim. So basically, the idea of Aquasize would be that I go on a similar time each week, and I have the chance to get to know people.
Right.
I have the chance, when I do those experiences, to actually be known, noticed, and missed.
Right.
So it doesn't mean that everything in my life has to be routine, but if I go to the similar coffee shop every Monday morning, that's the idea of same time, same place. Sure. I just have a chance of repetition, therefore a higher chance of people getting to know me.
Perfect.
That one only works with introduction.
All right.
So you have to either help me introduce myself or I have to introduce myself. Right. Otherwise, we're just still guests next to each other.
Right.
For a very long Aquasize class.
You need a name to be known.
Yep. So that would be number one. What are we doing that helps fulfill that? And that's same time, same place. Number one.
Number two.
Number two would be the idea of an empty seat. And this is the premise of helping teams recognize that it doesn't have to be new things. We use existing schedules. What does our week look like? What are we doing together? And then I look at opportunities where I can invite new people in. Now, not new people as in strangers, but people for you. Not about me, but you. So we're going together for coffee anyways Tuesday morning. Who's in Steve's life? Is that someone from church, from school, from family, from neighbor? Now, that could be once a month, 3 times a year, once a week, based on who you are. But the idea and the concept is there's an empty seat both here. We could go out and have someone join us, or I could have an empty seat in our own home and someone joins us for dinner.
Right, hospitality, really.
Yeah, but it's really the idea of invitation.
Right.
So empty seat needs invitation.
Yeah.
I'm aware who else could join us for you.
It's sad when I think about that, that how often do people actually invite somebody over for dinner?
Yeah.
Something so basic that is part of your life.
Absolutely.
If you live your life where the doors are closed and nobody's coming in, how lonely you could be very quickly. Okay, so that's number two.
Number two. So I would just say we start there. And it's not about adding new, just
Right.
about bringing new people in.
Okay, great. What's number three?
Number three would be the idea of the power of photos. And the concept that a photo can be a beautiful storyteller. We support people who can't always remember their stories and tell their own stories. And photos can be that conversation. This is me at Christmas. This is me through the Ontario ice storm. This is me through different experiences. And it becomes a teacher to new staff, existing staff, community.
What I'm thinking of,
And it also helps me remember who I am. And so I always say put the pictures up on the fridge, on the bulletin board, and not just hidden. Photo albums, I like photo albums, so I don't want to say not there, but also out and around.
Yes.
They're conversation starters. They're a storytelling moment, and I just think they're another technique to use to help people get to be, it brings down the stereotype, it brings up the personhood.
Well, and it brings up the idea that this is my home, so it's going to reflect my pictures,
what does
my
it look
events,
like? Absolutely.
Who's
on
my
the
family.
Wall? Whose photo's on the wall?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that would be kind of number three.
Okay, and number four, where?
Number four is the idea of taking the city bus. So not always the most popular idea for staff, but they end up loving it sometimes the most. So the idea is the shift between, is it better that I drive you everywhere or that together we take the city bus to the places you need to go? And so the conversation starts around why helping people take the city bus allows them to have a chance to be noticed, known, and missed, to maybe learn skills, to gain some independence, and to meet community. In my car, you don't have any of those experiences. So it's the beginning of that conversation. Again, I don't think tomorrow everyone needs to be taking the bus full time, but I do think we need to start to embrace it within our existing possibilities, especially in the summer when it's easier. I think that it allows us to think about, am I really helping you when I drive you everywhere? Ironically, I learned this the hard way, is I supported young men many years ago who actively took the city bus everywhere, had bus passes, then they would meet me, I would get to my office, and I would drive them places in my car.
Right.
Now, I was trying to help them, but really was really harming.
Because it was convenient for you.
It was convenient for me, but not actually helpful.
Well, and if I combine that with, same time, same place, empty seat.
Yes, bang. And I think right now Ontario has an advertisement that says a city bus is just a limo with friends you've never met. So it's like they've done my workshop.
Yeah, there you go. Why not?
So I think the city bus is a conversation. All of these things have things that we have to work out. Right?
Yeah,
a bus,
sure.
you need to have a plan, you need to have staff. I've worked with agencies that hired self-advocates to train the staff. So be creative, right? How do we figure the details out? What does it look like? How does it make, we still want people to be safe. Yep. We don't want to send people on the bus that don't know how to use it or are uncomfortable. We start small. I know people get on the bus, take a ride, they get off the next stop and get off. And that's success. So, but it's just the conversation of why would we do that? What does that look like? How can we make it work?
Well, a vehicle's pretty isolating, really.
It's super isolating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the metaphor for like, I think sometimes we do things too quickly. And the other thing is we have time. So why are we rushing to go to that event when we actually have all day?
Okay, I've lost track. Was that 4?
That's 4. I got one more.
5.
Rather than that semicircle around the TV, we can actually have together on the table, instead of food, we can have photos. We can have the newspaper. We can have music. We can have art. We can have something that is interesting to discuss, but still having that 10 to 15 minutes that is actually about seeing people and being with people. And that's really my end goal. So I just want people to struggle and figure that piece out. How do we be with people and sit alongside people and share life with people in a meaningful way?